Hi friends, Laura Kromzak here with the Disney Slowdown, and this is your 5-minute. Let's talk virtual queue. The virtual queue is something that Disney began back in 2019 when Rise of the Resistance finally opened. And they have used it on every new attraction that has come out since. Currently, Tiana's Bayou in Magic Kingdom and Guardians of the Galaxy and Epcot are still on the virtual queue. Guardians of the Galaxy has been there now over 2 years because that opened up in 2022. The virtual queue allows you to ride the most popular attractions with not having to pay extra and not having to stand in line for 5 hours because your time at Disney is important. The problem with the virtual queue is it's not real easy to get into. So what I did was I made a screen record of us getting into the virtual queue, and I'm going to show you how this is done. First of all, you need to set your alarm for 6:55 in the morning. Yes, that is correct. The first virtual queue opens up at 7 a.m., but you cannot get in there at 7 and think you're going to get a spot. Most of the time, the virtual queue is open and shut in a couple of seconds. All the spots are taken. So set your alarm for 6:55. The second thing that you're going to do when that alarm goes off, you are going to open up your My Disney Experience app and you're going to go to the 3 buttons on the bottom right-hand side. You're going to go to virtual queue. Then, when you have that open, you have to confirm your party. Now, at 6:55 in the morning, it's going to list everybody that you're connected to that has the opportunity to go to whatever park it is that has the virtual queue that morning. I'm connected to a lot of people that have annual passes. I happened to do this on a good-to-go day, which means we didn't require any park reservations. So the virtual queue is like, okay, who's coming with you? So I had to go through and just select myself and my daughter, and then you wait. Now this is what I like to do. I like to start the screen record so I have a timer. I've heard of other people like opening up a world clock, but you've got to be able to see both at the same time on your phone. Toggling back and forth, those are seconds that are going to cause you to miss the virtual queue. And as you can see, I missed it. Did you see how fast that went? Okay, so we reset. There is another opportunity to join the free virtual queue at 1 p.m., but you must be scanned into the park with the virtual queue in order to join. You cannot be in the parking lot. You cannot be on Disney's transportation, on the monorail. You cannot be in another park. So if we wanted to ride Guardians, we had to be sure that we were in Epcot before 1 p.m. So this is what I do. Set that alarm instead of 6:55 a.m., I move it to 12:55 p.m. That way, I have a reminder and I don't have to keep watching my phone. There have been a few times where I have missed the 7 a.m. virtual queue, but every other time, except for once, I actually made the 1 p.m. virtual queue. It's not as difficult as it seems, so don't stress. The one time that I missed the virtual queue, both times, that was the really horrible day in Disney, and I will link this video here for you so that you can watch it. I don't want to discourage you, but I want to let you know that just because you're in the most magical place on earth doesn't mean that everything is magical and things can go wrong. So being able to breathe and pivot are very important. Once you get into the park and your alarm goes off, find a place to sit. And you might even want to set that alarm for earlier, maybe 12:50, so that you have time to find a good place to sit down. And then you're going to go through the exact same motions. Again, I like to put up the screen record because I can tell then when it turns 59 then I know exactly when it's going to turn either 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. And then as soon as it turns, you'll see it'll say join virtual queue. You hit that button. My daughter was also trying to get into the virtual queue with me, and I think she was a little faster, but we did get a boarding group. Success. I don't recommend trying to hit the refresh all the time. That may slow you down. I would just wait for the exact moment. If you found this video helpful, would you please like it, subscribe, send it to a friend who's planning to go to Disney World? They absolutely want to know how to get into the virtual queue. Hit that notification bell so you know when I post another 5-minute tip.